What's up, people? Uh, Trying a new IPA that I've never tried. White Hawk Select IPA. Mendocino, is that the way you pronounce that? Brewing company. I think it's up in upstate New York. Sarasota Springs, New York, which I have no idea where that's at. Never heard of this brewing company. Never heard of this beer, so maybe I'm so fat, or some of you others that live up that way. S.J. Poor, I know you from up north. Maybe some of you are familiar with it. It's pretty good. Must have been bottle conditioned. It's awful cloudy. Yeah, I picked that up this weekend. My wife and I went to Boone, North Carolina, if any of you are familiar with that. It's where Appalachian State University is located. It's where my daughter went to college for a little while. And we just had a little weekend getaway, got a cabin, and it's just up the road a little ways from where we live. Not a big, long, huge drive, but enough to feel like you've went somewhere. And son, it was cold. God, yesterday was like, well, last night we were out, like going out to eat, and it was 16 degrees with like 30-mile-an-hour winds. Oh God, I don't see how y'all deal with it up north and out west and all that. I hate it. I absolutely hate cold weather, but it was nice. Just a nice getaway, some us time. No work. Just going out to eat and having fun and drinking a few beers here and there, and just cuddle time. But yeah, Boone is kind of busting out from what I hear on the. I think the guy. I'll tell you this little story. The guy told me that Blowing Rock Brewery, which I don't think I've ever had any of their beers. Blowing Rock's just down the road from Boone. I think he told me that their brewery was moving up to Boone, and they were actually getting ready to open another brewery in Boone. I guess Appalachian Brewing or something, maybe. I think they might already be an Appalachian Brewing, but anyway, it's a cool town. It's a tourist town. In a way, it's kind of pricey. It's college town, but they had like a Mellow Mushroom with the 30 beers on tap and a few little kickbacks here and there that had some nice beers, and went to the local store and picked up a 6-pack of variety pack of some of the beers I've had before and some I hadn't. So, and I done a Google search before we even left to go up there, and there was a for like homebrew supplies and stuff like that, because I'm always interested in what's in other areas. I've been up there, but it's been a while. Been up there several times, but it's been a while since I've been up there. And lo and behold, there was a homebrew supply store up there, kind of downtown. So I swung in there one day while the wife was watching her ball game, and I don't want to dog the people or anything. I mean, it was really nice. They had only been open like 3 months, something like that. But a really nice place. Had a very nice selection of grains and hops and yeast and kits and all kinds of stuff. So really nice selection. A nice guy that I talked to was really nice. But me and my buddy were getting low on two-row, so we were looking at maybe getting some. And I thought, well, it'd be a good time to check somewhere, because the closest place I have, actually there's a place like 45 minutes down the road, but they're just too expensive. So we've been getting our two-row about an hour and a half from here. And my buddy works out of town, so he was being able to get it for us at that time, and we would get a bag of two-row for like $33, $35, somewhere around there. And a lot of you pay a whole lot cheaper, and some of you pay more. But anyway, this dude was charging $82 for a 50-pound bag of Breeze two-row, and I didn't let him see it, but I about fell over on the floor when he told me that. I wouldn't pay that for Mare cider or some of the other specialty grains out there. But anyway, he said sales were good, so I guess somebody's paying for it up there. So no grains while we're on our little trip, but I'll get some eventually. Need to do maybe some brews this weekend if the weather holds, and It ain't too crazy. I mentioned in my last video I want to do the Arrogant Bastard again and my Frozen Toes again. And the one I couldn't think of in my last video that I want to do is that I had the WLP001 yeast I bought. I want to do like I bought these new hops that a lot of people are already familiar with, and I just hadn't had time to brew with them. But the Zythos, the 7Cs, and the Falconer's Flight. I got all three of those, and I want to do maybe single hops IPA, single hop IPAs with all of them, especially the Falconer Flight. So that's what the the WLP001 is going to be for. Okay, something I wanted to ask and kind of throw out there was, since I got the Evil Twin here that's going to be, I actually did do a dry hop on it. Appreciate all the feedback on, on that recipe and all the craziness with that. And Malone, I'm looking forward to hopefully us swapping beers with you, John, on our brews and see how they compare. But yeah, I've been doing some more research and a little more study on the late hopping and all that stuff, and it's coming together in my head a little bit. So experiments. That's all you can do. And I've been Main Beer Brewery. Gosh, I'm sorry I don't have your YouTube name right in my head. We kind of been going back and forth too, and I know you're in school for this stuff, this type of thing, and I appreciate your feedback too. And it's hard to argue with science, but it's also hard to argue with numbers, actual numbers that people have. So I love all this stuff, and I love every aspect of brewing, and there's just so much to learn, and my poor brain just, I can't comprehend I comprehend it, but I don't remember a lot of stuff, put it that way. I don't have a very good memory, especially when I get to drinking. If I have a couple of beers, you can pretty much forget about anything coming to mind. Yeah, it's hard for me to remember some things. I've learned a lot. I've learned so much, but I do have a hard time remembering things, some things. I'm what I call a repetitive learner. I have to do something over and over and over again before it's like implanted in my brain to where I can, call on it in a moment's notice. But yeah, since I'm doing the Evil Twin, and I would love to try that beer, and since it's a West Coast beer, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it out here. I'm pretty sure they're not distributed in North Carolina. I don't think. I haven't really checked. I could be telling you a story. But what I was going to throw out there, if any of you on the left coast want to maybe do a beer swap, beer trade of some sort, maybe swap an Evil Twin and an Evil Cousin, which I think is only done in bombers. They may be both done in bombers. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the Evil Cousin, their double IPA, Heretic Brewing, is in bombers only, and again, I may be wrong. But I would love to try those two beers, and I actually did finally try the Pliant the Elder, so I'm not really interested in trying that. So if somebody wanted to send it, that would be fine. I would love to drink it again, but I would love to have the Evil Twin at least to compare to mine, maybe a couple of them, and the Evil Cousin if possible, and maybe just 2 or 3 or up to 4 beers. We don't have to go crazy. If anybody's willing to do a beer swap and is looking for anything on the right coast here and the east coast that I can send, maybe that you can't get, Bell's, Dogfish Head, or anything, Sweetwater's, whatever else is out this way that maybe might not be readily available out there. But yeah, just holler, hit me up, private message me, and I don't want to go crazy. I don't, I might just do it with 1 or 2 people. I don't want to do this with a bunch of people, so, and nobody may not be interested, and that's fine. But it'd be cool. So like I say, hit me up, and I've got to get my button gear and clean up down here again, because all my stuff's getting screwed out again. Still got coins everywhere and junk. Got to get my brewing equipment cleaned up this week, because I didn't get it cleaned up again last time, because I'm always in a hurry. So I'll get that all scrubbed down and cleaned out, and I got to get some kegs ready. See, I dry hopped that Evil Twin with an ounce of Amarillo and an ounce of Simcoe. Is it Simcoe or Centennial? Simcoe. Thursday. So it was in the fermenter for Sunday. like 11 days in the fermenter before I dry hopped it. Usually I would go a full 2 weeks, but I'm trying to time everything out. Ooh, I just noticed I didn't get a good seal on this bag, so I need to go there and do that. Yeah, the Centennials. I'm telling you, my brain, man. It was in the primary for 11 days. The gravity came out just fine, final gravity. And I dry hopped it with those 2 ounces, and then probably about, let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll start cold and crashing it, and then keg it after a couple of days. So, all right, that's where we're at. That's what we got going on. And again, well, not again, but thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your kind comments about my little video about our my announcement, you know, whether it's a boy or girl, that we're going to have a son. I don't even want to try to go back and reply to all those. Some of my videos, if it's like our personal stuff, I don't go back and answer everyone. I got some very nice private messages as well, and I deeply appreciate every comment that was made. It was really special, and I appreciate all of you out there with all the kind comments. Showed my wife. She watched the video, and should have made her part of it, but she's a little camera shy sometimes, like some of our wives are. And so I do appreciate that, and I'll try to keep you updated. You know, if anything changes, as it changes, and it may not change until little Jake CPU nut pops on out of there. But questions, comments. Appreciate you coming by the channel. Later.